Hey everyone, Jesse here with plant propagation. Wanted to do an update on the videos. Haven't done any in a while, but we got quite a lot going on. Got a new dog, Lulu. She's a little nuts. Come here, come here. I can't see you. So aquaponics, just an update. It's almost the end of October. As you can see, just the amount of growth of water spinach or King Kong. I really don't eat enough, but I just kind of grab pieces here and there. I'm gonna save these seeds because I was actually out of seeds this year, so I should have plenty. They're all over the place. And just to reiterate, I probably have maybe 10 tilapia or so. Hey, don't eat those. Those are my seeds. No. I have about 10 tilapia in this system, just, doing their thing. I barely feed them, and then it'll pump water through the system. I have some plants up here that are propagating: mulberry, blackberry, pothos, elderberry. It's been okay this year, nothing too crazy. It's hard to get things propagated when it's just not misted on the leaves. Let's see here. See if I can throw the ball to the dog. There we go. We switched around the garden beds. So previously we had the side-by-side going that way across, and they're all connected. However, since these are 4x8 garden beds, it's super hard to go from each side and reach across. So this way you can go from that side, the other side, and you're able to access the entire bed. And I always have to think of a way to get the cat to not be able to go in there and dig up everything. So this is just, you can probably see it a little bit. This is bird netting. So you can buy, I think it's 50 or 60 feet or so on Amazon for 20 bucks, 7 feet high. I put in stakes, just garden stakes and whatnot, and then zip tied 2x4s. I'm gonna get some like 1x2s, 2x2s or something from Home Depot, and I'll put those around, but basically a 8-foot 2x2 zip tied to these stakes, and I'll run it all the way around. And then at the base, I'm just laying down some boards so that it won't grow weeds or something up the netting for a while. We got all sorts of random stuff planted: carrots, kale, lettuce. We have a basil in there. The girls planted a bunch of stuff. You can see the planting densities pretty close together. One other thing, when taking out this dirt and whatnot, the soil was terrible. So you can see all those little hair-like things, and this one is much better. But I am using ryegrass, and I am just over seeding like crazy. You can see how well it grew right there. This will last hopefully all winter, and then in the summer it'll die off, or I might, depending on how it grows, I might just put plastic on top of it and then allow all this stuff to kind of rot and improve the soil. So using a ton of ryegrass, basically I let the plants grow for 2 weeks or so, and then I planted the ryegrass. So we'll see how that works out, but I put that in every bed just to get some plant growth in there and whatnot. And then also in that bed over there, I seeded, or I put in a lot of biochar. So if you haven't seen the biochar videos, this is the biochar kiln. I tried to paint it with some high temp paint. It's a little rusty and everything. I didn't know it was gonna rust when I first got it. I should have painted it back then. But anyways, the concept is that you build a fire in there and then keep adding layers, and the stuff on the bottom doesn't really have access to oxygen. It's heated up, and in the end, you're just left with carbon. So this is a piece of wood. Anything with, I guess, organic material or something would eventually turn to that. And you might be able to see how shiny it is. But it's very brittle. And so you crush this up into small pieces, and the carbon structure allows for a lot of microorganisms, bacteria, all sorts of good stuff. It helps with water. It can absorb a lot of water compared to its weight. So like in some of the beds, I don't know, I'm probably doing 30% biochar or whatnot, just because the soil that I have is pretty terrible. I don't think it's a detriment to have too much biochar. I'm also adding fertilizer and all sorts of other random stuff. So dogs can eat it, chickens, everything. I think it's like charcoal, but past charcoal. Charcoal still has a little stuff in it, where the biochar should just be pure carbon. Let's see here. Cattle panels on these. Some of them are just staked down with tent stakes, and then others have those little stakes, I guess the 3-foot stakes you can get at Home Depot. Eventually I'll probably have shade cloth for the summer and plastic for the winter. I'm really thinking about putting on this 4th bay a nice same kind of structure, probably 3 high for water. So the fish tank stuff would go in this 4th bay. It'd be covered by shade cloth or plastic, and then try to grow a zola, which is used for composting and things like that. And it probably has some fish water and everything else for that. Okay, got a banana tree over there. It's growing pretty good. We'll see how it survives over the winter. I think it's supposed to get to freezing and then it'll be fine. I have a ton of mulch over there that I'll be using to do that. And yeah, so right now I'm focusing on trying to finish up the garden for the winter. I think we're supposed to get into the 40s and 50s next week down here in the Houston area. All these plants that potentially have rooted, I need to get them into pots. I also got some new mulberry, which are just cuttings. Let's see that they are budding out right now, but I will get high quality potting soil for this, put them in potting soil, and probably cover the top with some plastic to keep the humidity in there. So with that, thanks for watching. We will do some more videos later.